Welcome to the next episode of the Jerks Podcast. This is a special one. This is an after dark, after
dark,
after hours, after alcohol,
after the mic.
After the mic. That's a good way of putting it.
Right.
I'm your host, Mark Carsky, with my co-host Dylan Mahler, Dan McCarty, and Danny Hamel. How are you guys doing? You guys tired? You guys?
I'm a sleepy boy. I almost went to bed.
Dan was like, "If you guys are, I'm about to go home."
This is a terrible idea, potentially.
This is great.
It might have been
We usually have a live
horrible idea.
audience.
My idea.
Well,
Sorry.
That's okay.
We do still have an audience.
Fun to.
Small
No,
but mighty.
no, we
Yeah,
do.
pretty cool. Pretty cool.
We just wanted to intrude on their pleasant late night drinking time.
Instead of there before.
No, you guys are gonna have to listen to us. I'm sorry. It's just
that's how ears work.
yes.
Just
Today?
like they had to listen to my blackface set tonight.
Yeah.
Which did not,
Why don't you do the
did
whole?
not do well.
Just do the whole bit.
What went wrong?
Just
No.
tell us about blackface.
All I want to say is that it's what I'm actually saying in this bit is not bad, really, but I feel like just the topic of race or blackface or things like that, it just like makes people like hesitant, and
You know
so
who-
it's a
what
tough
type of
thing
people?
to harness.
It makes white people tense. Black people, I don't
Right,
think, yeah.
dude. I went up to
White
Pate
guilt.
afterwards, and I was like, "Pate, where did I lose him?" And he was like, "I don't know. I loved it."
Yeah.
I was like, see, that's white people. They get offended for everyone else.
I came to that
should
conclusion
always
after
chill.
Amy said the N-word at Gambits. There were black dudes there, and I asked them, and they were like, "It's just a joke, dude." She was just joking. And I'm like, "Oh, we're the only ones who care."
Yeah.
Oh, you don't care at all. It didn't even happen in your world, which is probably the better way to live, to be honest. But we just, we want it to, like you want, you know, I think they
The
want it to
Amy
not
word.
mean something, but white people are like, "Oh my God, you," like we
Right.
want it to have a thing to like yell at somebody about. I don't know, because it's kind of normalized. Like if you watch like if you go to a rap concert, you know who goes to rap concerts? White young people. You know what lyrics they sing? All of them.
Caucasian kids, I would say.
I was
They're-
I was on my boat. I was working on a boat. And we had we were hosting this high school party.
Way
It was
different
their-
of a sentence, by the way.
I was working on a boat, and we were hosting a high school graduation party, and they were playing Kendrick Lamar, and then the beat dropped, and the DJ cut the sound, and it was just a dance floor full of white kids shouting the N-word,
Yeah.
and it was my.
It was not good luck.
People were like, "Yeah, they're real comfortable saying that." That's
Nah,
It was
they
pretty
good.
cool, huh?
I was like, "Woof." This is
No, that's
Rough.
really how it is at concerts. Because they're the people who go. Majority of people.
they're
go.
like, "We paid money to get here." That's
I forgot what like rappers have said about it, but I think like I've seen a rap like Kendrick get mad at somebody he brought up on stage because she was rapping his lyrics and she said the N-word in his lyrics. But I'm like, they're the lyrics.
You wrote them.
They're the lyrics, and you pulled the white person up.
Right.
You didn't go, "Hey, don't,
You
hey,
trapped her.
don't." By the way,
Dude,
hey, here's a rule.
that's like when
took
I
a
was
risk.
teaching and I had to teach Of Mice and Men.
Oh.
And we would like read it aloud in class, and you knew which kid you were gonna pick to read the N-word part, you know? Like
Oh,
let's
dude.
put this
Whoa.
motherfucker on the line
Whoa,
right
this
here.
is
You know?
hilarious. That's a very funny bit. It's a
Yeah.
hilarious premise because you taught special ed. Okay, so you had to pick the specific tard.
I also taught normal kids.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Wow.
But
Huh? That must have been fucking weird.
Taught all kinds
Yeah, I
of
taught
kids the
both.
N-word.
Because
kinds.
you look like them now.
How many kids did you teach the
Finally, you now
N-word?
look like a high schooler.
yeah, I did get mistaken for
Wait,
them a
so
lot.
you taught the regular kids with who you picked a regular kid to say the N-word?
Yeah,
Was it a kid? How did you go about picking this kid?
emotion.
the one I didn't like.
Oh, why would you give them the best job?
Because
Why
they,
would you reward the one you
because
don't like?
they don't want to say it.
Oh, really?
They don't want to say
Yeah?
it.
and then you're like, "No, say it. Read it as is.
Yeah, did anybody
I'm
ever
not gonna
skip?
tolerate this
Yeah,
shit."
did they skip and you go,
Read it, motherfucker. I'll fail you. No, I would never force anybody.
has anybody ever skipped?
It's like they're bad at reading
yes,
out loud.
they
Was it a woman?
You pick that kid.
I would never pick a woman to do that.
Dude, I never got picked by the teacher to read out loud.
Really?
Yeah, I always had my hand raised, and they never picked on me.
That's why. That's why.
They were like, this kid wants it too bad.
It's probably
Yeah,
because you've always looked
reputation.
like the teacher's aide.
Yeah, and I wanted to be, and they were
Your
like, we
whole life.
don't want you. And I'm like, can I do anything for? Can I sweep up the classroom? Can I clean the chalkboard?
Pass
like,
the
"Just
papers
learn."
out.
They're like, just leave, dude. Class is over.
You've always looked
Don't
like
you
a
have
30-year-old.
somewhere to go? And I'm like,
Brings an apple every day.
I just want you to like me, teacher. That's all.
You guys ever get in trouble in high school? I only got one detention my entire life, and it was for signing tits.
Signed
Worth it.
someone's tits.
Awesome.
I got
You signing tits in high school?
Yeah, actually, freshman year we did that too. We were just like, hey, should we just sign tits? And then we just told all the girls we were doing that, and they all let us sign their tits.
I was first base. From
And you got detention for that?
No, we didn't get caught when we signed all of their breasts, but I just got caught senior year signing a
wow.
chick's tits, and the teacher was like, detention. I'm like, my only
Okay.
detention ever?
Yeah.
Dude, I would say shit in school too. I would talk how I talk now in school, and teachers would hear me. But the rule is, if you make them laugh, then you can't get in trouble.
Well, yeah, then they're
They kind of appreciate you.
I
No, they
You
do.
win
They would
if
be
you can
laughing,
make 'em
going,
laugh.
"Stop." Okay.
right. Exactly.
I get it.
Okay,
That is
stop.
funny.
Like one time, I got out of this. One time in front of a special, I didn't know the special ed teacher who was also the teacher's assistant for this one class. I wasn't in a special ed class, but she was there helping, and I was trying to impress a hot girl, and I was like, "Yo, retards scare me," and the special ed teacher was like, "What the fuck did you just say?" And I talked my way out of it, dude.
How?
You could talk
What'd you
your way out of
say?
anything. Mark. It's
I
amazing.
think I was like, you know, they might bite.
That was it, huh?
There
all
was
you
more to
needed.
it. There was more. I was really scared.
Bite hard.
But she was also like, yeah. She was
She's
like,
been bitten.
No, she was like, yeah, they do.
They do.
This was also a while ago to where it was kind of more normalized to say retard.
It's so unprofessional.
Not like how it is now. But yeah, she was kind of like, wow, I see where you're coming from.
Mark grew up in the 60s.
Wait, yeah, we smoked inside of restaurants for the diners. I was a roof cleaner. I cleaned the pipe
Yeah,
with my
there's,
dad. That was Danny's joke.
Yeah, when did you get in trouble in school, Dan?
Well, there's one time
For trading lunch.
I got like a week of detention for I think for like looking over somebody else's notes. Let's say.
Wait, you got caught in school for cheating?
I think so. I don't remember what the
dude,
detention was.
I've done the
about.
most blatant cheating. I would take pictures of the person next to me's test, and then I would just look at my phone. And the teacher saw me. I stayed after everybody because she had to finish. So I had to keep taking pictures. So I had to be the last one.
I didn't have cameras. I didn't
let
have
me-
phones when I was in school.
Steam-powered engines got you to school. And horseback.
Why do you think they're afraid of you?
Huh?
They're afraid of you?
But you,
teachers-
I didn't look like
you had
this.
all these tattoos and
Yeah,
stuff
all
in
your
the
head
fifth grade.
tattoos.
No, I did not look like
You're
this.
just like, hey.
I had a fatter body fat percentage and long hair. That's
Uh-huh.
it. Only
Long
difference.
hair?
And
Mark with long
yeah, I had
hair.
skater hair, and I'd have to whip it to the side like this.
Wow, that's
And I would
so
be
gay.
always so worried about like the wind. I would be so worried about my hair. Like even in college, I would slick it back like, geez, got no bitches. And I would always be like, keep
We
the
know.
window down. I can't, it's got to stay perfect. When I shaved my head, I said, deadass. When I shaved my head, I was like, oh my God. I put on a hood for the first time. I was like, holy shit, like nothing happens.
You're free.
Dude, I was literally like, we don't use the word anymore. Metrosexual. Where'd that go?
Metrosexual did kind of disappear.
Yeah.
It did.
I would get called it a lot.
You remember
In a
that,
derogatory
that
way.
line of clothing, Express?
I would rock.
I thought
the
that
fuck out
was
of
like
those.
the Metro clothing
Yeah, it
store.
was. I wore it.
Yeah. My brother did a lot of like vests and
I did their V-necks, and I thought that was
Yeah,
expensive because they were
V-necks.
$20 each for a T-shirt.
Someone called me metrosexual Waldo once. That was very nice.
They called you that?
Yeah, I was like, okay. Yeah, very funny.
Were you like shaping your beard and stuff in high school?
No, this was at Riddles. It was just.
Oh, recently.
Yeah, because of my hat. It was like early on, actually. It was kind of just, okay. Nice.
It's kind of a compliment, though. That's just like a
Yeah.
clean guy, right? Like a guy who cares too much
Yeah.
about his
Yeah, it
looks.
looks like a metrosexual.
Look at this guy. He
Waldo.
takes care of himself.
Yeah. But I can't even
Yeah.
see him. Where
that's
is
like
he?
Seinfeld, where like everyone thinks I'm gay because I'm thin and I'm neat. You know, Because he wears turtlenecks and he tucks his shirts in and shit.
Like Colin.
Fuck,
Colin.
he's
Your relationship.
Bet. For those of you who weren't here today, Colin tucked in a T-shirt.
Nice. That's in right now.
Not the first time he'd done that. Not the first time.
Any more exciting news?
Yeah, that was the most
It
exciting.
had two
Colin
buttons on
tucked
it.
Yes, hairy forearms. Those
Do you
two-
guys tuck in T-shirts? I only tuck in button downs.
My dad used to
Or a
tuck in his
polo. I'll tuck in a polo.
Dude, my dad would tuck in a T-shirt into jean shorts
Oh, your
with
dad was.
tall white socks.
Oh, wait, I
that's
almost
the
said
look.
he's skinny, but my fat dad would have his shorts up to his nipples. Where is nipples? No shirt. Just walk
ripped
around.
dad, whatever
Friends
it is.
over. Naked. Naked dad, pretty much. The fat fucking Jew, just huge guy. Car salesman.
Oh man.
Well, no, he was
the worst
he
kind of
managed. He managed. He never, wasn't that low. Yeah.
He
One of those
managed the
Jews.
salesman. It's
Even worse, yeah.
like
Half Jewish. Mark's half Jewish, kind of. Almost.
I'm Jewish.
You round down. You're Jewish.
Ish.
Uh-huh.
I'm Jew.
Jewish-ish.
Jewish.
It was really embarrassing.
Yeah.
I always look. This is where I look. Is people's cocks for some
Cock.
reason.
Why you keep
You're always-
staring
Everyone
at
No,
look
me?
dude,
at everyone's cocks.
Because there's a lot of energy up at the eyes. That
You just
takes
can't
effort.
look at people in
but
the
here
eyes?
is like, oh,
It's kind of
Cocks.
It's like, I
magnetic
can't look you
pole.
in the eyes, so I'll stare
I
at your
can
cock.
look at your cocks all day.
well, it's not looking back.
We're gonna make
you
a
know?
lot of eye
It
contact.
is.
Yeah.
It
Mine
is.
is.
It's like a
It's
They're
nice
all
when you're
looking
looking
at
at
you.
a
it.
plant with the sun.
Yeah.
There are three
It
cocks
feels
looking at
your
you right now.
It
gaze.
is
Probably
photosynthesis.
four,
And it
including your
greets
own.
you.
It's photosynthesis.
Photosynthesis is
Chlorophyll.
pretty wild.
Yeah. Oh, don't get Danny started.
Dude, I mean, it is this guy. I'm talking about it, man. I'm
He's like,
the
I
wrong.
pretty much photosynthesize
I'm the wrong
myself.
guy.
I'm around plants so much, I am one.
Do you do that?
Do you?
Do I photosynthesize myself?
Have you
do
ever
that,
not
Jim.
ate
Isn't that
breakfast
just
and
tanning?
tried the sun instead? Have you ever skipped?
Try to charge up from the sun. It's not
You
unreasonable.
eat the sun.
Sometimes
I
I
tried
skip
electricity.
breakfast.
Yeah, with the sun.
With the sun. I just take big gulps of air.
Do you sun your perineum?
I would do.
yeah. It's a nice golden bronze.
Nice crispy perineum.
They call it sunny.
God bless you, sir. I hear that's where the photosynthesis takes place the best.
Yeah, it's where you
Yeah,
get all
ball
the
sack,
chloroform or-
asshole, like all that, like kind of sensitive tissue.
All
like
the
that.
stuff that doesn't get enough sun.
Exactly,
You know?
where the sun don't
Needs the
shine.
sun, you
It
know?
needs the sun. Why are we depriving ourselves of natural sunlight? You know, we need it. That's all I'm saying.
Ass cancer will be funny.
Yeah.
It
Well,
will be funny.
it'll be a melanoma.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, but
It's
it'll be
all the
funny
way to go.
melanoma.
Potentially.
The best kind. My mom had melanoma and lived.
That's
They're like, you have like a 90% chance of dying, and she didn't.
damn, dude. That's
good
crazy.
for her. I mean,
Yeah.
Talked about it a
seriously.
lot, huh?
I'm not teasing.
Always talking
No,
about
I mean,
it.
yeah.
What color is that ribbon? I don't.
Yeah,
what
exactly.
Oh, I never looked it up.
You don't have a ribbon?
No,
You don't
but
get a ribbon?
Sunburn red.
98%, and you didn't get a fucking ribbon?
I was gonna say no. I think
You dick.
it's 90% the ribbon. For what? She survived. What the
Well,
ribbon?
like-
You get the ribbon if they die.
Right, but I mean, feel before
My
someone
dad died of
dies, you're
lung
thinking
cancer. I'm not
about
gonna
it.
wear a lung cancer ribbon. Be like,
Yeah, me neither.
stop
I
lung
didn't
cancer.
either.
He did it.
That's true. I didn't.
Yeah,
either.
I mean,
He's the
you-
one who smoked 2 packs a day on the weekdays and 4 on weekends.
You could have it on the back of your car.
What if
What
he was?
least.
What if your dad was wearing the ribbon while he was smoking a cigarette and
The-
dying of it?
Dude,
like a prize. Like, hey, I
Check
want
this
it.
shit out.
he stopped smoking
earned
40
this.
years before he got lung cancer.
Dude,
Wow, that
that's
sucks.
that's the shit that got me to stop. Leonard Nimoy, Captain Spock, or Mr. Spock on Star Trek, he died like 50 years after he quit smoking cigarettes. I was
Demotivated.
smoking
See it in the
cigarettes at a
future?
time, and I was like, "Oh shit, dude, I gotta knock this
I
out."
feel like that would totally demotivate me.
Yeah, I feel like his future
like, I'm
self
already
should have
done.
told him that,
But you gotta,
I'm already.
But back then-
he did meet his future self a couple of times.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they were buddies. They talk on the
Could've
phone.
warned
you know?
him.
I don't even understand what you guys are talking about. I'm so cool.
Exactly.
What is this? Some
Uh,
future talking back to his past type thing?
The Star
Maybe
Trek,
like Interstellar?
dude.
Have you guys seen Interstellar?
Yeah,
Yep.
we've seen Interstellar,
Sad
Mark.
movie.
Oh, you know, want to know why I said
Gravity.
that? Trash.
It's
Trash.
Trace.
Garbage movie.
Oh, garbage
Why would
movie.
you say that? Why?
because it's objectively terrible.
Why?
Because he goes,
We can make a better
I'm gonna
space
be
movie, Danny.
I could do it.
Better space.
You know Matthew McConaughey, the worst human ever.
At
the
Athens.
rude.
It's you, Mark.
I'm gonna have to take gumption to that.
Yeah, I'm going home. Fuck this.
This is how I'm gonna start every set now. You guys know
You
I
guys aren't
fucking hate
alright
Matthew.
with that.
This is why I hate Matthew McConaughey. He goes, Houston, can we go back in time?
It's like almost my joke.
What?
They're like, actually,
No, they went, no. No.
So bold.
That was in the movie.
He read a
It's like a Ricky
script.
Bobby
I
question.
don't give a fuck.
That was the serious movie. And he has something Will Ferrell would say. Can we go back in time?
It's that dumb.
I think that's a valid question. If you just spent 15 minutes on a planet that aged you 75 years,
It was also stupid.
you're gonna ask, hey,
no.
in the last 75
Hey,
years,
no, he's-
have we figured out time travel yet? Just asking for a
It's
friend.
negotiation.
Very good point.
Okay.
I'd like
Very
to go
good
back.
point. Very
I've
good
made a
point.
terrible mistake.
Mark, your rebuttal.
When you put it that way.
You like arguing with time travel.
I think you said it before. Also, stupid they split up with that big of a time difference. 15 minutes is like 20 years. Why would you split up with the black guy?
We should make
Yeah, that-
Racially motivated.
That they
Yeah,
always
exactly.
split up with the black guy.
Well, yeah.
That's Hollywood.
exactly.
need a break.
It can be a messy industry.
But the planets were cool.
Yeah, I mean
You know,
the
when they
one
went to
water
the black
one.
hole, I was like,
sucked.
oh, that is probably real.
Yeah,
how
you're
it
like,
is.
that's exactly what a
The
black
planets
hole's
were cool,
like.
but everything else is stupid.
I think it's all real. I think
Okay.
they end up
At the
The
end, when he
bookshelf.
switched the books,
Are you telling me you like fucking planets, you fucking dork? This guy's
No,
like, I
Mark
just love
is,
the planets.
emotionally involved in this movie.
if you believe in planets,
Yeah.
I live on a flat plane with a dome.
I feel
And the
like
sun is 3,000 miles away.
The music in that movie is super intense.
Never heard it.
It's a lot of
Like it makes you feel like everything is
like
so
space.
important.
Space
you
music,
know.
really, kind of like.
I would say space will kind of have the opposite, right? It makes you
so.
feel like nothing. You're like, oh, look at all this space here.
Yeah,
I'm
apparently, it
just a little
smells in
speck.
space. It smells like sulfur, like rotten eggs.
Wow.
Stinky.
I heard
gonna be
space smells
negative,
like cherries or strawberries.
Oh fuck you! We'd all be in space.
That'd
okay?
be cool if space smelled like strawberries,
Like
dude.
an air freshener in space.
You know, you know what happens to you when you go in space, right? Just like your blood starts to boil and come out of your body.
Yeah.
Wow.
You expand.
It happened
rapidly.
on Guardians of the Galaxy, so
It happened on the that school bus cartoon show.
The magic
Really?
school
Magic
bus.
A kid took his helmet off on Pluto and his head froze. Not realistic.
Wow.
Oh, well, at Pluto,
He
it's
died.
very cold.
did he
So
die
I'll
though?
definitely be the
Well, also,
cherry
yeah, if
guy.
your head freezes, you die. But Miss Frizzle's got a bunch of tricks in her purse.
Did they
Fat
just
ass.
put the helmet back on?
They just thought him in the spaceship.
I'll definitely be the tree guy.
They got a
Guardians
hot
of the
lamp. They're
Galaxy.
keeping their lunch under. They're like,
What do
put
you
his
think
head in there.
happens
He'll be
But
all
I'm
right.
hungry, Mrs.
Tree
Ten
guy,
to
the
20
Groot
minutes.
guy.
I'm Groot.
You are Groot. You would be a
But he's
perfect
kind of a
Groot.
Groot.
I think.
I never
yeah.
realized that was
think
Vin
Groot.
Diesel that fucking did
Oh,
the
I thought you
voice
said-
of Groot.
I thought you just said you never realized you were Vin
That would
Diesel.
be a
I am Vin
Groot
Diesel.
awakening.
It's all about
Where'd all
family.
my money go?
I hate him a
You hate
lot.
Vin Diesel.
I hate Vin Diesel.
Hate him really?
I
Why?
saw,
Fast and Furious.
It wasn't
that's
that
like the
like
only
that.
thing.
They suck.
And there's Reddick.
They're not based off of a book,
Riddick.
and they made like 8 of them, so that's kind of impressive, right?
No, I wouldn't stop making them either. Money
ever,
pit. But they're
ever,
gay.
ever.
They're
Fast
still
and
on a
Furious.
submarine. I
Fast and
used to steal
Furious
TVs.
There's no
3
reason to
is
ever
the
fire.
coolest, I think.
Wait, are you talking about Tokyo Drift or actually Fast and Furious?
Tokyo Drift?
That's
Well,
one I
that's-
haven't
Tokyo
seen.
Drift is the best one.
One of the best movies ever.
Yeah.
Do you know?
Because
do
of
you know
the
who DK is?
They
diversity.
didn't have Vin
of it.
Diesel
Do
in
you
it
know
though
who
until
DK
the
is?
end. Drift
Donkey
King.
Kong?
Sure,
Donkey Kong?
He's a gorilla.
No, Drift
yeah.
King.
Donkey Kong.
No, he says it in a. He doesn't go Donkey Kong.
He does have
He
the
has a
very.
southern accent. The only one I've ever
Donkey
enjoyed.
Kong.
I hate a southern accent.
Is that the same
There's
guy
so
in
many.
Avatar, right?
Blue Man.
I almost threw up right there. I don't know.
Avatar, it's a movie
thinking
about
about that
aliens,
movie.
blue aliens.
No, I've seen
It's
it.
okay.
Avatar's
that
awesome.
same
I wish
guy-
I had that ponytail that connects to trees and dragons and shit.
God.
No, that's
So
how
you
they-
just plug yourself into a horse, like I feel you. Let's ride. You
I
know.
tried to have a joke
That's
about
hot.
that where I'm like, you know how they Plug doesn't have sex, right? Yeah, that's how they ride the horses.
Right.
Hollywood tried to cover that up too.
You know, it's
Yeah,
easy to
it's
control a
true.
horse with your dick in its butt.
Really?
That
That's
is-
what my grandpa used to say. Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you
He was
pick out a
always
horse that
fucking
you need
horses.
a stool for, or would you want one cock height?
Well, they're actually more impressed if you hold yourself up.
That's what I was thinking. You want to impress the steed.
Yes,
You
you
want to
gotta-
break in the stallion.
'Cause they don't want you on their back, but they do bow down to alpha-isms.
It's called
So if
me
you're like
biscuit.
doing a nice like dip,
You
white
gallop
bread
in.
dip
Me biscuit. Is the
Yeah.
technique.
Limp
You're doing a
biscuit.
tricep dip.
on the horse to ease yourself.
Sea biscuit's got a limp biscuit.
Great
Oh, poor
band.
sea biscuit.
Poor guy. Can't even get a hard dick as a horse. What good are
and
it's
I'll
good
go
for
on
the
the
It's a
record with
slice of
this.
life.
I do not like horses. They freak me out.
you? Really?
Why? Is it because you saw one in person and you went, whoa?
Yeah.
No, I've seen
get
plenty
her
of
dogs,
horses.
thanks.
I've seen wild horses. I've ridden bareback on a horse on the beach once. That was freaky because
I
I
thought you were
couldn't
going
get
to say
to
you
stop.
rode a bear.
Bareback.
I
thought
never
you were
rode
gonna
a
say
bear.
bear. I rode a
Oh,
bear.
some dude rides up on a horse, and I was like, "Can I ride your horse?" And he was like, "Sure." And I jumped on, and then I
Is there
just
like
started
there's
going.
not a
That's
clutch?
crazy.
No,
You don't
you
have to
just
shift.
pull its hair. And then
Well, I love doing that.
Ripping
Do
in
you
the
choke it a
tail.
little? Do
yeah, I was
you
just
pull
like,
on
all
some
right,
reins, maybe?
all right, I don't know what to
Dude,
do.
a horse is a sexual
around.
Turn around,
experience.
turn around.
Dude, faster.
It was,
Dude,
Yeah?
I love horses.
yeah,
just kinda hot.
They're
they
like
got
giant
weird
dogs.
eyes, dude.
That's
they got,
what I said.
they're
They're
too
giant-
smart
they are big
and they're too
dogs.
big.
They're too big.
Uh-huh.
They're
They're
too
too
big.
big.
I saw one and I was like,
They're
no.
fucking
They're-
majestic.
Dude,
No.
horse-
Dude, their teeth are fucking weird. Their eyes are sideways.
That's true.
I'll try to ride a
they'll
great
bite
dane
ya.
before I ride
Yeah,
a
the
horse.
sideways eyes, like they're fish or
They
something.
walk around on fingernails like.
Are you talking about
Their
the classy
hooves are
talk,
weird.
or are you talking about horses?
They're talking about
There's a
horse
special ed
girls.
joke.
Horses?
Making fun of retards.
We're talking about horses.
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 Dude,
You talking about horses?
Horses?
thoughts on horse girls? That's
Weird.
a type, right? They're either really fat or small.
Uh-oh.
No,
They
I did
shoot
date
a
a
lot of
horse girl
guns.
once. She was
Fat?
cool.
How could you be fat? Horse
Well,
You're
aspire-
constantly like bouncing.
Aspiring.
Oh.
Aspiring horse girls.
Yeah, she like rides one once and she's like, I'm gonna get in
Well, they
there."
always have those pants and the high boots, you know. That's
The
fun.
helmets. I don't like the helmets.
The
They're
helmets
too
are
round.
so weird.
They should
It's
be
like a
like
Harley
they should
guy's
look more
helmet.
like bicycle helmets, like with like cool designs on them.
It should be Nazi helmets.
No, it should be like
Dude, they should be
What are those
knight
like
helmets,
horse
like
helmets?
medieval
They should be
times.
wearing like the Third Reich.
that would be fucking cool.
if they were wearing horse or like
Like
motorcycle.
like if
Nazi
their helmets
biscuit.
were like steeds, like a
Yeah.
merry-go-round, kind of like an angry steed or something. Just
Like
the head.
gladiator.
It's angry because of the Jews.
I'm not going into the Jews. Talking about horses.
Okay.
Horse helmets.
Horses,
Guys.
gentlemen. The topic
Hold
of the
your
evening
horses.
is horses.
Hold your horses.
Please spare
Get off
me.
your high horse. So unsafe to ride a horse while it's on drugs.
It's so
It's also unsafe to ride a horse in the rain, I heard.
What?
Especially if it's
Yeah, because they get
anti-Semitic.
angry when they get wet or something. Like gremlins, like they'll like,
Really?
ah!
Oh, what?
no, they like,
Because it gets in their eyes. It gets
Way back.
Yeah, their weird sideways eyes with their giant, beautiful
I
eyelashes.
love you guys are both making noises for these.
That's what a horse would sound like if it had rain in its eyes.
oh gosh.
Full grown men. Oh, 30 or above. Horse noises.
Well,
After
different.
sex.
And none of them are accurate either. You'd think with
telling
all
you.
these years under our belt that we could do an accurate horse impression.
Seen one.
Yeah, we can do 4 accurate.
How have you lived your life and only seen one
Because
horse?
I've only known one hot horse girl.
You've
There's
never
no
driven
life
down
to
the side of the road with woods and there's
Not
fucking weirdos
good.
riding horses?
You
Like
can't get scale at that.
you've never
speed.
driven on the East Coast with the Amish?
No, I've never even been on the
They
East
got
Coast.
horse and buggy. You never been
Never seen
downtown
one
in the
horse?
wintertime? They got horse and buggy carriage rides.
Oh, I
The,
mean,
the,
That's a
the
horse
dick is just
and
like
a buggy.
flopping between the hind legs. You're like,
very
Jesus
impressive.
Christ.
It's
No,
That's
very
gotta be
impressive.
uncomfortable.
well, no, I guess it's different when you're just face to face with one. Like when you walk up to one, she's like, "I own this." I'm like, how much? She's like, 20 grand. I'm like, oh. And then you kind of want to mug her. You don't want to keep her. You want to steal the woman and get a ransom if they have that kind of money.
Wait, are we talking about horses or whores?
Both.
You can
She's
rent
both. She was both.
Okay.
instead of buy? In today's economy, you don't want to buy.
No, it's all about the resale.
Today's economy.
About the resale.
Probably. I mean,
Buy
how much does it
high.
take to run a horse? for a year.
To run a horse?
Yeah, if you were to commute.
Like as transportation.
Yeah.
So you also have to have like a stable or a shed or
Well,
something.
says who? I have a house.
Are you gonna put it in your living room?
Yep.
It's gonna shit
It's
all
part
over
of the
your
family.
kitchen table.
That's part of it.
That's
Am I
part
gonna
of
keep
My
it
dog-
alive?
I
love this
hope
thing.
so.
I hand. I'll take those shit pellets.
I smack it on the
No,
ass.
they're
it
bigger
kicks
than
me.
pellets. What would you call?
I'm gonna keep it in the dining room.
They're not pellets.
Shit.
Horses? They're plops.
Plops.
Dude, yeah, they're big
Like
old
a
Or
plops.
piles.
Like a-
Yeah,
Piles.
they're big, and then they feel like they don't got to clean up after themselves. You go on a hiking trail, and it's just you're hopscotching over horse shit. You know,
They're
like
the
these
worst.
fucks.
A lot of fiber in
Roommates.
their diet. Gotta say, it's always
Dude.
stuck together.
And they're like, oh, it's like it is manure, it's natural. Well, you fucking naturalize this.
Yeah,
I'm
they
not
never
gonna-
do the
Yeah,
dishes.
I
if
want
it
it on my
dries,
shoes?
it actually turns into like a little brick because there's hay in it and shit. That's how they
had
make
a-
Never
bricks.
do the dishes.
I had a baseball coach when I was in Little League. Had a baseball coach when I was in Little League, and we would go out on the field for practice.
I didn't need one for my little league.
And Mark's just like, I just went, and I just played.
Horses.
But
I played every role.
the field would always be full of goose shit. And all the kids would be
yeah.
like, ew, ew, ew. And then the coach one day was just like, it's just grass. Watch. And he's just picking it up. He's like, it's just grass. And I was like,
And then he ate some.
he goes, see, it's healthy for you.
be
He
like your
smeared it
coach.
on our faces, under our eyes. It was a
all
dreary
got rashes.
day, but we all got the
We should be
yeah
in
the
Little League.
baseball slap.
Got the little
Fucking-
spank on the ass, and it's
streak.
like green from the grass.
You can't do that anymore.
Yeah, do they still smack on the ass?
I'm sure.
The little
It's
league world.
tradition.
I've said on stage, I was like, what age do they start that at? Mm-hmm. You know? Because there's a time where they don't, and then next year they did.
Seriously, what is
It's
okay?
it's when their
What year do I have to
asses
teach?
are
When
high
they
enough
reach-
to
have to
reach.
stop.
Your hand.
Yeah.
Where you don't have to dip. You can't
Is
bend
it
the
definitely?
knee. If you bend the knee, you're a pedophile. It's all in the knee.
What if you're a really short grown man?
Well, then
Well,
you
then
get
you're a
to
woman.
start them off early.
Wait, you're a short.
That's your privilege.
You're a short man. Oh, you mean a
short,
woman?
That's an oxymoron.
A woman. Yeah, it's a female.
A short grown man.
It's a woman. You
What are
mean
you,
Vladimir?
female?
Oh, has a vagina.
If a girl's
I-
crazy
that was-
about a
I did-
short
he
grown
came
man.
to mind.
No, no, no.
Oh, while we're on the
He's changing
topic
the
of
lyrics.
geese,
I don't even know what you're talking about, but I.
He was changing
PSA.
the lyrics.
you're not supposed
He's
to
going one for-
feed geese bread.
Yeah, it makes their tummies explode.
Yeah, because they think they're full, but they're not, and they're not getting their nutrients.
Am I a
Wait,
goose?
there's some. Wait, you said they explode, and you said they starve themselves.
You're supposed
Well,
to give him gin
both
and
because it
juice.
expands inside of them.
You get to see them explode.
I don't know.
Well, I think it's an
the
internal
inside.
kind of
Oh,
thing.
Yeah.
if it was external, people would be doing it every day.
That's why you're
True.
not supposed to do it with rice
It'd be
with
funny 'cause you'd be
weddings
like,
anymore.
Goose bomb.
do you
It
mean?
would explode.
I
I
just
mean,
thought of
you
a
can
whole
still
loaf,
make a
dude.
goose bomb.
What is that?
It's just not with bread. You need a little extra.
It's just so much easier.
You can't use rice to do what? There's something illegal.
You
Same
can't. You're
effect?
not supposed to throw rice at weddings because the birds will eat it and their tummies will
right,
explode.
right.
Those dumb
Yeah, so now
birds.
people just throw confetti and then it goes into the rivers and then fish
what
eat it
about-
and we don't see what happens.
what
so
about
it's all
birds in,
right.
like,
Birds, have you
Japan.
guys been
It's all
tricked
right.
into buying?
What?
What about birds in Japan? Rice.
What about them?
Yeah, what
They're
about 'em?
evolved. I don't.
So they can eat the rice.
I
Dude,
don't
I'm pretty
know.
sure they grow rice in water.
Don't know.
Don't you?
Rice is
Don't know.
grown in water,
Damn, I thought
dude.
you had all this bird knowledge.
Rice fields are like big
Yeah, wait. So wait, the birds here
ponds
can't have.
looking.
Well, also, I don't think our rice is rice. All of our food is so processed and crap. Like, I'm sure our rice is like quote unquote rice. So that's why they can't
Has
handle it.
bleach.
That's a
Yeah,
good
they
one.
like put all that shit in the foods, dude. It's wild.
Yeah,
Fucking
oh, I
birds,
saw
have you guys
that
been
on the
tricked
label.
into
It's
buying?
unbleached rice. It's like, do they bleach this
Yeah,
shit?
like, why would I want bleached rice?
We should make horse
It doesn't need
noises
to be
again.
that white.
Shit. Trying to remember what I was doing 10 minutes
It's the
ago.
most fun Mark's had on a podcast in months.
How many birds have
I
you
told
guys
you
been tricked into
I want to be a
buying?
furry. So.
Just spitball.
Someday.
Would
he's
your
not ready
persona
for it.
be a horsey? Or would it be that same generic fucking dog that everybody else is?
A horse, aka the
well,
worst.
Or
I
a
don't
red
mean to shame you
panda.
if it is the
Talk about
dog.
I'd probably be like a red wolf with tribal tats and a face
Ooh.
tattoo. I'd be a bad boy wolf.
Face tattoo.
Yeah.
Would you
and
have a sword?
scar.
Nah, it's gay. I'd have a
Oh,
dual,
just beefy wolf
a
arms?
double-sided lightsaber like Darth Maul.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
you know what it
Dolby
is?
Max
'Cause
with
he
Otis.
survived. Darth Maul lived through that.
Did he?
Darth Maul.
Yeah.
No, he
yeah,
got cut in half or something.
He survived.
Oh.
It's canon, 100%.
Goldilocks.
Is that in the cartoons?
Yeah.
What's her
Cool.
name?
Actually,
Goldilocks.
You only-
I actually do want to watch
I like
those.
the way you
I heard they're
admitted
good.
that.
I want to watch them.
Yeah.
Nerdy horse. I have.
I look
to
at
log
Reddit
into
too.
your
I hear
Hulu.
it's pretty cool.
I don't
was
look at
watching a
Reddit for
little
that.
Star Wars earlier.
Oh.
That's where I get all my porn. Because
You can find porn on Reddit? Sorry.
it's the best. You follow based off of the thing you like maybe fit bodies or big tits, small nip, right? Big tits, small nip is a great one. So guys or women, but a lot of guys, if you like do like a porn one, guys will just post the best porn they find, so you don't have to. They curate it for you, and then all these fucking sluts are posting nudes. It's fucking great. It's a great time. So if you want to jerk off,
You've
together
really
later-
cracked the
I can,
code.
dude. I follow hundreds of pages. I have cracked the code.
Mark scrolls Reddit and it's all just blurred photos.
Oh, it's not
He's
blurred.
like,
It is.
There's something
It's
wrong with
a
my
blur
eyes.
for
the
you.
safety off,
I
but
can read the
becomes a
Oh,
captions.
well, the safety's always
mine are blurred.
It becomes a blur
I gotta click on them.
Oh.
with just the weekend that you spend there.
So you guys go on Reddit and you guys let me know how rough your weekend was. All right, it was good. It's gonna be really busy.
This past weekend?
No, you guys go on Reddit this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Let me know how your body treated you.
Okay.
It's gonna change your life.
He's talking about reading, folks.
Reading.
Yeah,
No.
he's saying try to read
You're
a book.
never gonna go on
Good
Pornhub
luck.
again.
Let's.
You're gonna
I'll
go
talk to you in 2 days.
r
when you
slash
give up.
blowjobs.
It's difficult reading. I remember reading Treasure Island as a kid. It was a good book.
Yeah?
I believe so.
I read that one too.
It was pretty good.
Treasure Island?
Yeah, they're on an island. I think they found some treasure. I believe.
Hope
There-
so.
That's my understanding. I
That
read
would suck if
Titanic.
Treasure Island didn't have any treasure on it.
Uh-huh.
Fucking bummer, dude.
I mean,
I-
I bet Epstein Island didn't always have Epstein.
Epstein Island has treasure on it.
That's
St.
a lot
James
to
Island.
expect, though. It wasn't called
There's
Treasure
a lot
Island.
of buried treasure on Epstein
Yeah,
Island.
yeah, but there wasn't a lot of Epstein. You're like, I thought it was Epstein Island.
A lot of evidence.
Pictures
a lot
of him,
cargo.
a statue.
Did you see the actual house on Epstein Island?
Kind of sick.
Yeah, it's,
No,
it's
it's
like
like
a
the-
Greek mansion or
To
something.
me, it looked like the Indian.
India, yeah, like the white and blue kind of.
Really weird. And that's
Weird, yeah.
definitely not the only one.
The
It's not the
dining
only
room
pedophile
is
island.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it's like a
There's probably a lot.
it's a cookie cutter
Just
island.
the
It's-
most famous, yeah.
I
Yeah,
love
they
the
pick it up
sex
from a
room.
mansion.
They have a subdivision of
They have like, you like this
Caribbean
layout?
islands.
No, I don't.
The sex room is second to none.
the whole
Side
place
for-
is a sex room, right? Like it's
And
just
here,
open. There's
conversation
pillars.
pits aren't illegal. We could still install one. Did
We
you know
can
that?
s-
They don't put
say
those
and
in
do
anymore
whatever
because of
we want.
injuries.
What are they called?
Conversation pits. I need it if I ever buy a house. It's where
Oh, like
It's-
the 70s where you
Yeah.
step into it? Yeah, that's
A
cool.
little
I would
pep talk.
definitely
I
have
think
one.
those were outlawed because people were falling.
Well, they're dumb. You
They're-
know
yeah,
it's
they're-
What
there.
is,
And there's
wait, what is
stairs.
that?
You know it's
What?
there.
Yeah.
A conversation pit? What is that?
You don't know what it
Conversation
is?
That
piece.
sounds funny.
It's like it starts a conversation.
Oh.
It's like a necklace
I
recess-
thought you were saying
that
pit, like,
invokes conversation.
Okay.
Your Hulk
Wait, what are you
necklace.
guys talking
Wait,
about?
I thought
you
that
know
you were
it's a
saying
thing in a
a-
house. No,
like
it's,
a
it's like
pit
you
that
step
people
down.
go to and
It's a
say
pit.
things.
Wait.
that
It's like-
you say.
Now I'm really
Okay, so you-
confused. What was
you
the
walk-
original word? I've already forgotten.
Conversation pit.
Oh.
So there's stairs you step
Sounds
into like a
physical.
hot tub, but there's
This
no
is
water.
real. Okay.
And there's seats that are low beneath the regular floor height, where you all sit down in a square or circle and talk.
It was
you
like
talk
big in the
real time.
70s.
With
You
a
see
table
it
in the
like,
middle.
yeah,
They
it's
said
like
they
your
were-
living room is recessed
Wow.
and it's in the ground. And then so
No
you go
TV.
down.
Say no cap zones.
Yeah, no cap.
Yeah, no cap
The
zones.
100
Interesting.
zone.
You keep it 100 in the conversation pit.
That is.
They're
hope so.
honestly.
I don't think I
fucking
would
awesome.
ever
If
go
you haven't,
there.
you should just Google it right now because it will. You look like you'd love it.
I think
sounds
you
like
would.
something.
I would love telling people the cold hard truth.
It's like a basement right
He's
there.
always holding back from telling the cold hard truth, and I feel like I'm always just pushing it away. Okay, you guys are that's funny. So just I'm not gonna go in the conversation pit, you guys. Not gonna get me in there.
Show Dylan.
Oh.
Why?
I don't know
Am I gonna get
why-
in there?
I don't know why I thought it was like in water, like a hot tub.
I said like a hot tub without water.
You said it was
Okay,
kinda like-
that's why I thought. But no, yeah, you're right. I totally. It's in movies, like you see movies.
see it in a lot of
I don't see
movies
the benefit
that
of me
have,
going
like,
in
the-
there. Okay, yeah, it's below.
Yeah,
the
it's a little pit.
elevation.
Fucking
Yeah, I mean,
sick,
you
right?
guys know what it is.
Isn't that
but
amazing?
That is
I think that'd be cool.
awesome.
It feels
Yeah.
like I'm getting sacrificed.
Yeah.
You actually sacrifice
shit
your
like
You guys,
There's a pile of
times.
drugs in the middle.
I've also always dreamed of having a bedroom that like the whole thing is the mattress. Like you have a few steps into it, and then like wherever you lay, there's like pillows and fucking mattresses.
Your
Sounds,
dreams are achievable.
that sounds
Say that would be
perverse,
cool
David.
too with
That
like a
sounds-
water bed.
You can't do that with a water.
I-
The whole room?
I think it would be a cool thing to
That would be
have.
so
I
not a
don't
good
know if
idea.
it's practical.
Yeah,
It's
like
gonna
can you a
break
ball
and then
pit through
flood your whole
McDonald's?
fucking house. That's not a good idea.
I do.
Oh, plus, water beds suck. They're not even
Really?
that comfortable.
Yeah, they do suck.
I've never slept on one, but I would definitely love a water bed.
A
A
lot
of
night
back
on a water
problems.
bed.
My goal is an Alaskan king. If you
People
guys know
get back
it's like
problems.
The size above a king.
Oh yeah, you
Alaskan.
said it's above.
Yeah,
a
they're like
king.
crabs.
Yeah, you get crabs.
Alaskan
You wouldn't
king
get
crabs.
Yeah.
Sometimes he sees his black Alaskan.
You could get
he
fish
calls
in
them.
your water bed.
That would be wild. 'Cause
You
you'd
remember the
have to, like-
Goofy movie?
Oh yeah,
Right?
that was cool. The Goofy movie did have a lot of cool things in it.
don't remember.
Bigfoot being one of them.
It was a groundbreaker
Which-
cinema.
I don't recall.
I really think
It's the-
Bigfoot would be a cool guy to hang out with.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, he was here,
Like-
Colin, glowing. Big,
I mean, he's been chased around for so long. He's got to be a smart guy.
Yeah, he knows his way around, and I think there's multiples of them.
You've seen the Joe Rogan where like that was actually Australopithecus was actually a creature. So
Yeah.
Who are the
Bigfoot did exist. Just you know.
I think he still does.
Oh my God.
Do you really?
Oh yeah, I think they're out there, dude.
Jerks go hunting for Bigfoot.
Hang on.
I am in.
Did you guys ever play the Red Dead Redemption version of like it's zombie?
Yeah.
And so there's a Bigfoot story in it, and it's super sad because like you find the last Bigfoot, and like he's like you just fucking you're the initially you're supposed to kill Bigfoot, and then like you kind of have to make a decision of whether to kill him or not. But after talking to him, you learn that he's the last of his
Wait,
kind.
it speaks.
Yeah.
Of course he
It's all-
speaks, Mark.
It's
Australian
all
He's
It's
Bigfoot.
grunted, but it's
He knows
it's
English.
So sad though, like they really
He knows the slang, the English vernacular.
but,
like Meowth, you
Yeah,
learned
he
it.
just kind of sulks and he just like keeps walking into the forest. And you have the option; you could take your rifle and like the explosive rifle on Red Dead and just fucking explode him.
Yeah.
But
Aw.
I just it's
I bet
so
you the
sad.
majority of players didn't kill him.
Oh, I didn't.
I wouldn't. Yeah.
yeah, no.
I'd
it
let
was-
that Bigfoot live.
What an interesting game!
Yeah,
I
it
love those
hurt.
games. Red Dead Redemption.
See,
guys ever-
I can't play slow games like that anymore.
Well, fuck you.
You could.
Strange
Okay.
Wilderness is one of my favorite Bigfoot movies. It's their nature documentary, and they're searching for Bigfoot, and then they find him, and Bigfoot's like, "Hey," and then they're like, "Oh my God, it's Bigfoot!" And they just fill him full of lead, and then they're like, "He was coming after us, right?" And they're like, "Well," they're like, "No, he was coming after us."
Oh, was.
And then they stage a Bigfoot suicide, and they hang him up, and they're like, "Bigfoot, we found Bigfoot, but it was too late."
that would be a lot of weight
And
to
it's just
carry,
Bigfoot, but he's just full of bullet holes. It was such a tragedy. It's so great,
That'd
dude.
be a tough thing to
Dude,
carry around.
I bet you.
my god.
Dude, we would find him.
Yeah.
Easily, dude. Just think like, where would I go if I was Bigfoot? And then you just walk.
You just walk there, and then you start hearing trees knock, and you're like, "Oh man!" You hear, you're
I
like,
think
"Oh
we'd do
yeah,
it. We'd
What
get
was
it
that?
first shot,
that was Bigfoot."
and then we could go for like the Loch Ness monster after. We just keep getting them all, you know.
Dude, I think if Bigfoots went crypto hunting,
Okay, that would be.
I
yeah.
mean, if jerks went crypto hunting, we are Bigfoots, is what I was. No, but if jerks
It's worth
went,
the trip. We could
went
vlog it,
cryptid
right?
hunting, cryptid, not crypto. It's the end of the night. It's late. It's past my bed. If we went hunting for cryptids,
Yes.
I think we'd have a pretty good success rate,
Dude, it would be great if we got all of them. We get the chupacabra.
dude. And then we have like a.
Chupacabra?
No, I wouldn't want a zoo. It would be a catch and release type thing. We say
No, 'cause
hi,
we gotta
how
keep
are
them
you?
in captivity and like really bad. Like treat
Just
them
really
poorly,
treat them poorly. They're,
barely feed them.
Dude, that'd be so
But
much.
no
bad
one will help
magic.
them because no one will believe they're real.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
was at a beer belly once, and this kid was saying like my dick is like the Loch Ness monster, and then like someone was like, "Why? Because it doesn't exist or something." And then, so he had like 4 minutes on it, and he had to keep going.
You know, there's a guy who
No, it
lives
is.
in like a little trailer home next to Loch
Adam,
Ness
the- oh.
Lake. And he like keeps an eye out for the Loch Ness monster. That's his whole life.
Thank God there's somebody doing it.
And
yeah,
like
has that guy heard
There's
of
only one guy.
cameras?
he
Well, then
he's
you're gonna
always
just
trying.
have to watch the camera.
Yeah, he
But
pays
his
someone.
like it's kind of sad because he's
But
just
then they're gonna fuck
There's
off
just
and
one
skip.
other guy who's doing it now.
What if you captured it and your intern just is like, you know what, this 30 seconds and just skips past Loch Ness monster, dude?
Yikes!
But no, like
Skid
it's kind
idea.
of sad because he's just alone in this trailer home, like just
But
like.
he's not.
But he's also
Loch
like
Ness.
living in this fantasy world of like, it might be there. It might be there.
It's that
Dude,
sad.
Just the next second, just keep looking.
It's
It'll be
getting
there.
more sad.
Yeah,
It's
really sad.
It's
I don't
the
know.
only
Really
thing he
sad.
looks forward to, and
It
it's
evades
not
him.
real.
I feel like the Loch Ness monster is gonna die before him. You know,
It did.
it already did. Yeah, it already did.
Dude, I'd love to end up a hermit, like in my like late life, and then I'm just like sitting there watching the river all day and being like, something's gonna happen.
You think you're
That'd
gonna
be
die
cool.
camping? Do you think you'll just go camping at 80 and be like, "This is it"?
That would be a cool way to go
Yeah,
out in
do
the
it.
woods and stuff.
Yeah.
But I met a guy. I was disc golfing, and this
You
guy
wanna be
comes out of the
planting.
woods, and he's just like, "Oh, I just drive around all day disc golfing." And it's like 10 a.m. He's like,
Just waiting to
"This
die."
is the third course I've hit today," and he's just driving around the country trying to play every disc golf course.
Wow.
That'd be sick.
He said, "How was the course?" And he goes, "Lots of goose shit." I said, "Coach."
Okay. Put me in,
I saw a
coach.
guy fucking ride up like a snowy mountain on a motorcycle, like really, really high up. I didn't know you could do that. I thought you needed feet.
Oh yeah.
Isn't it wild when you're like
That'd be
out
sick.
in some really weird places and then other people just show up and you're like, wait, how did you get here doing that?
Like we're looking for Bigfoot and somebody else. They were like, "This is our fucking spot."
yeah, like somebody else is already there. Like, wait, how did you
Another
get here?
camera crew were like,
Have
"What
you
the
seen
fuck?"
Bigfoot?
I was about to get naked.
I was putting on the costume.
Yeah, like on trails and stuff, and it's like Jesus. I thought I was so far from civilization, and like it's such a great feeling when you're isolated like that. But then you see another person. It's like fuck, like I can't get away.
See, what would get me is like I would get, like I want to camp really badly, but like I would be fine. Like, but I would like be worried about people. I'd be like, why wouldn't one of them kill me?
Yeah, camping
Right.
near people is more dangerous than camping in the middle of nowhere, for sure. Like
they're
some of the most dangerous parts of the Appalachian Trail are within a mile of the roads.
Are there a lot of cannibals?
No, well, some, but there was what I was in the,
That hurt.
Some
The
is
Yeah.
scariest thing. Just some. There's only a couple
a
families.
couple
who
of people eat people. I did just watch. Oh God, I watched the movie with the ladies and they go cave diving. The Descent. The Descent, and it's
Cave
about this
diving,
group of ladies.
dumbest sport.
Oh, it's so scary because they're in these
Stupid
tiny
fucks.
little tunnels and stuff,
Deserve it.
and they're in these mountains in the Appalachians,
Accountability.
and they get in this tunnel, and as they go, there's been like these inbred hill folk that have adapted to the cave life, so they're like blind and they're monsters and stuff, and they
God.
and there's like dozens of them, and they're hunting these women in the fucking caves.
I love
It's
this.
fucking wild.
That sounds like an awesome movie.
It was really cool. I watched it last
Whoa,
night. The
The
Descent.
on Netflix.
I think it was on HBO. We
Dude, that
watched
movie
it.
sounds so enticing that I tell a bitch
Nope.
like, "Hey, stop! I'm watching this."
Dude, yeah,
Pay
it was
attention.
because
Stop
I
trying
mean,
to
there's
fuck
the
me. Are you watch the fucking?
They're not even related.
there's the whole tight spaces thing going on, and then the monsters show up, and you're like, ah.
Uh-oh. Ah.
I hate it. I hate it already.
Like
They
that.
obviously die.
Some of them. Oh, they start fighting back because these monsters
Oh,
are
these-
just still like
oh, these
cave
women.
people. So
Oh,
these
they
women,
fight
they're
again.
like, ah,
These
yeah,
women
they're
fight back
cave
against these
climbers. Dude. These are
cavemen.
bad bitches. They're fucking,
These
They're
cavemen.
blind.
they're fucking climbing rocks and stuff, and they're just, ka
Ronda Rousey versus a blind Dwayne the Rock Johnson.
Okay.
Rhonda.
How do you
I'll
know?
take it.
Going Dwayne.
What,
I
is
guess
that
my mind went to
echolocation?
Adriel.
Probably.
These people in the
Dude,
in
he
the
takes
mountains
enough
had
gear.
I would
Dude,
take
I bet
Dwayne.
you his eyes are fake. They're probably robotics. Dude, that dude is on so much steroids.
I think he's so much bigger than her. If he was blind, I would take him.
Yeah,
But
I
if he
think
wasn't blind, I think I'd take her.
Ronda Rousey was Sonya motherfucking Blade, dude, in the last Mortal Kombat game. Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Sonya Blade.
When you beat her up, did they use the actual footage of her getting beat up in that ring to recreate the face? Because she got fucked up.
wait. The Mortal Kombat video game?
Yeah, Mortal Kombat 11.
They
So
have,
not
like,
this
real
newest
actors
one,
play.
but the last one. It was Ronda Rousey. In this newest one, Mortal Kombat 1, Megan Fox is a vampire lady.
What?
Megan Fox
No, I heard you guys. Wait.
is a vampire
Is there,
lady.
is there a
Reflects
gallery in the
real
game where I
life.
can view her?
Yes. And you could
I got
also
it.
fight, and she goes, Gaga! And
You can
she's
fight as Megan Fox?
You can fight with Megan Fox,
is
as
hot.
Megan Fox.
Mortal
She's
Kombat
so
11.
So that's Mortal Kombat 1 that just came out with Megan Fox. Mortal Kombat 11's got Ronda Rousey.
Wait, one?
It's
They
a remake.
restarted it. They restarted the canon.
Why not just
There's
do
a whole lot of
12?
stuff.
Isn't it a
Because there's a
remake?
whole lot of time. Okay, so if you guys played Mortal Kombat 11, let me tell you, there's a whole lot of stuff with time.
Yeah.
And Liu Kang ends up becoming the time god. And then so he restarts the timeline to make it to where these motherfuckers, Shao Kahn and
This thing,
Shang
yeah, where
Tsung and
Shao
stuff,
Kahn, he got this
like,
throne and
they're
then they came back.
restarting it, right?
Yeah.
So that motherfuckers, because they took over Earthrealm, they won. And so he restarts the timeline, and so Mortal Kombat 1 picks up now. So everybody's kind of doing different jobs and stuff, but they're all kind of the same characters, but it's a total reset of the. I've been watching these videos. I'm going to wait for the
Interesting.
special thing to come out where I could buy the whole thing with all the characters and stuff, but it looks so fucking cool.
Mortal
And NetherRealm
Kombat's pretty
Studios
good.
is in
Damn.
Chicago.
Do you have a fight stick?
No.
Yeah, what
want
console is
one?
that?
We're like,
It's on all of them. Yeah.
All of them.
You should
I
get
would
a fight
definitely
stick.
recommend it, dude.
Is that
It's such a fun
N64?
game.
Is that...
You should, get,
Oh,
you should get a fight stick. Ooh. When you call somebody ugly and they don't have a response, ooh.
what's that supposed
Get a
to
fight
mean?
stick. You want a fight stick. Get a fight stick.
I don't
Oh,
get
let's unnerdify this. Megan Fox, top 5 hottest women. Top 5.
It's so hard to
I've
choose.
seen her and I was like, Jesus.
she's very tiny. I've seen her too.
No, wait, tiny. Well, she just looks very
She's like that
bulbous
tall.
tits. I'm talking about bulbous.
We're talking about 600-pound life. Those
Mm.
women are probably warm.
I mean, she was dating Machine Gun Kelly, so
Temperature.
there's a chance. We get famous enough.
Oh, that's true. You do
Dude,
give
Pete
off
Davidson.
dirtbag vibes.
Dude,
I
Pete
think,
Davidson,
yeah.
fuck Kim Kardashian. We're up.
That is just.
We're in style. We're gonna fuck Megan Fox.
That's a good sign for comics, right? It shows you a
Yeah, because
funny
Pete
man.
Davidson's ugly. You know, Davidson's an ugly guy.
Like a little Smeagol.
Yeah, literally. He looks like Chris D'Elia if he was going through cancer treatment.
Mark, I was thinking, what if you did a reaction video to 9/11?
To 9/11. I'm just like,
That's kind of.
whoa!
Who's flying these?
What the fuck is going
Oh
on
my
here?
gosh!
What kind of war? What kind of proxy war is this?
All right, guys, this is my first time watching this video, so his reaction is going to be the first time I've seen about this.
So this video's
I've heard-
called September 11th, 2001. I don't know. That's
I've heard a
It's
lot
like
of
an
chatter on
unboxing.
Twitter.
Oh,
Is
shit.
that time
we're
to
still
end
re-
it?
no, we're still recording. We actually
Are you
don't.
sure?
That's okay.
We
if it
don't
doesn't
need
pick
Plug
the-
up.
them back in, Mark. Do it.
It's okay.
We don't need the speaker, is what
We-
you're saying? We could
That was
just be doing this?
This is like the
purely
black
let's
box.
let's just finish the podcast without it.
No.
No, fuck you, Dave.
No. Plug
no,
it in.
this is what it's
I
like
hate
to be
you.
me. Imagine yourself
hate
in a
you.
fucking storage room right now, okay?
Wow.
Making a YouTube video.
Talking about
This
9/11. You're reacting.
You
You don't
just-
get to
you're
hear your
trying to
voice.
Careful.
Yeah.
Pretend like you've never
Careful, you're
seen
gonna-
it.
Yeah, that's how this happened.
So I
But yeah, we
did,
were
uh,
kind of just playing it
watched
to
this.
ourselves. That was kind of.
Never
kinda
watched
sad.
this on repeat.
Yeah, there is
What's
now
more
nobody
sad?
here. It's been a while since we
gonna
started.
have
But
to
I
reopen
like
this
the
place out
sound
tomorrow.
of my voice in the speakers.
What's sad?
Like
Like an arena.
I think you're just gonna have to listen to it, Danny. All right.
Dan, what happened when that guy was talking?
Makes me feel important.
Oh, that?
Test
Is that even worth saying, or should we talk more about if you were doing a reaction video to 9/11?
That is so
I'd be
fucking
happy
funny.
to tell you guys.
Oh, again!
would-
Whoa! Oh my gosh!
That would be
What?
very.
Or like
funny.
Hitler speeches.
Well, no, I
What
think
is
the
this
ni-
guy talking about?
No,
Okay,
because
you
the
actually
9/11
I don't
thing-
understand a word he's
The
saying.
9/11 would have to be.
but I like
it's
him.
so funny because it would have to be a character, but like, because it's funny because you're like, who hasn't heard?
Yeah.
Who? Like this guy's 28 and he was around when 9/11 happened.
I've heard a lot of chatter on the X.
Homeschool.
There's this like holiday, and I want to see what it's kind of about. You know, a lot of people.
holiday.
Yeah. People say never forget, and I don't forget Christmas. I don't forget
Mm-hmm.
my birthday. You know, so this has to be special.
I bought fireworks for the holiday, and no one liked it though. I don't know why.
I saw the thumbnail. Looked like there were some fireworks going off, maybe on the side of the building. I don't know.
I thought.
Maybe some planted explosives or something. Maybe
It's like, this is fire related, right?
There's
people don't like
there's
it.
actual people who think it's conspiracy theory. A ray gun from space disintegrated the towers
Well, yeah. I
because
mean,
there was
in
no
the-
rubble.
There's no rubble.
Excuse me.
It was
Twin
like all
Towers?
dissipated. It just like
They
It's
did
like
like
dustified.
they
No.
did like they
hey,
did
I'm
a whole
arguing for them. That's what they say. I don't say
What
this.
about all the people that got caught in the rubble?
They
Buried in the rubble.
It was
became-
dusty. There
there
should have
were
been more rubble. Is what they're
chunks of
They
building
became
saying. No, there should have been
with
more.
people underneath
became-
them.
You don't understand how ray guns
If
work.
it was just dust, they would stand the fuck up and walk out.
They just all stand.
and they'll be
Some.
Well, that was weird.
Like the kid in fucking Sandlot. Just, poof, man.
I don't get that one.
dork.
Oh, you
Yes.
never watched Sandlot? God,
What about Tower
fucking
7?
hate you.
What do you think about
Who
Tower
would
7?
Mark
Danny?
be from the
don't know what-
Sandlot?
What's
Never
Tower
seen
7?
The Beast.
No, do you know about Tower
Yes.
7? Do you know
What's
about
that?
Tower 7?
Uh-uh.
It's a building that didn't get hit by a plane that did fall on 9/11.
What?
I would not be
What are
surprised
the odds
about
of that
shoddy
for real,
workmanship.
though? What?
No, it falls like a controlled demolition.
Bombs.
Yeah.
Simmons a lucky number.
Yeah, but they're like,
Was
oh,
it not supposed to?
What's that about?
No, it wasn't.
Well, what did they do in Tower 7?
They destroyed it and they got the insurance money.
Yeah. What did
No,
they do
like
in
what-
Tower 7?
What?
What's the
what,
story?
Yeah.
No, what is Tower 7? Like, what
Just
is
a
it?
building, just
Well,
a
it was Tower
financial
7.
building by the Twin Towers.
And it went
So-
bye-bye, no plane.
Was it like a fight club kind of thing? Like taking out all the credit card companies?
I don't think Brad
They did
Pitt
lose
was
$1 trillion
involved.
the day before 9/11.
Wow. Oh, yeah.
I was listening to Joe Rogan, and they're like, "How much does it cost to start a war?" And they're like, "About $1 trillion."
Yeah.
They looked it up, and they're like, "Oh, that's 9/11. They lost $1 trillion. Started this war."
How much to end the war?
I just say I feel like
Now we're in
wars
debt.
are a little cheaper. All you really got to do is
The
poke the
American
wrong
military.
bear.
I heard that
We
we're
spent
giving
s-
people in
Oh, yeah, we spent a lot of
Ukraine
money.
just
I feel like $1
all
trillion's easy.
sorts
Well,
of
to
things.
start it.
Like what?
Like
You gotta
more than
send
just
them all there.
military.
I mean, I feel like
the,
Russia started their
like
war
peanut
for
butter
a little
sandwiches?
cheaper. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know
probably.
though. I'm not a historian.
Yeah, you were in the Navy. You know more.
And then in
I
New
don't know
York, they're just
nothing.
giving homeless people houses in New York, like
Oh, they're-
hotels.
They don't have houses in New York.
If I go to New York, I gotta get a hotel because I'm legal.
You
But
just
if I'm illegal,
Legally
free
homeless.
hotels. For now.
yeah.
Yeah.
Can't just be camping in Central Park.
No, they're like,
Although
hey,
plenty of
come
people
inside,
do.
Come in here.
I don't think they're camping, damn.
Well, they're
They
sleeping
don't think of it
outside.
as camping.
Well,
Is that time to land this
Yeah.
plane?
Oh,
It's
man,
been-
it sure feels like
It's
it.
been about an hour.
it's been about a time. It's been
I
a
think
time.
it might be done raining.
That
That's all I
sounds
was
good.
waiting for.
Oh, that's why we're stalling, right? That's what
Alright,
this
guys.
whole
I don't know
thing
if we're
was.
Thank you so much for
Everywhere.
watching and listening everywhere to this late night version of the
Thank
Jerks
you.
podcast. We love you.
We love you.